yeah, 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 oh, yeah, yeah, born and dead, saved by love, count my blessings from above. Though in darkness, have no fear. Light will shine on those holding near. They know that sorrow they will pass. For I know in this life there will be something. But remember that love, yes it will. Love will reign. Yeah. Love will reign. Yeah. In my heart, I believe it. Love will reign. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Have a vision, it's clear and plain. People living life, smiling again. Oh, see the children, they know no pain. Far from pressure, stress and strain. Oh, sorrow, they will pass. For I know in this life there's gonna be some pain. But remember that love, yes it will. I know, yeah. Love will reign. Gotta believe it. In my heart, I truly believe. Sun will shine again, and love, I can hardly wait. We'll all be together. There'll be peace, peace, sweet peace, happiness and joy forever. One day, someday, hate will be over and love will reign. They won't last, for I know in this life there's gonna be some pain. In the end, love will reign. Love will reign. Said in His word, keep it made, endure the night. Love will conquer all. Love will win the fight. So don't be discouraged. Don't be dismayed. The darkest hour is just before the light. Hate will be crushed, fear will be gone, love will remain and go on and on. Though the road seems rough, my friend, we know how the journey ends. Oh, yeah. La, da, da, da. La, da, da. La, da, da. Oh, oh.
Love will reign. So I'm excited to be here. It's a pit stop along the way of enjoying the summer. I'm Marcus Holmes, the love activist. I am advocating for better love for you and me as I look across platforms. I'm checking on TikTok. I see Lois is there and checking across other platforms. All right, looks like something's going on that platform. Fantastic. All right, little lag time in there. And I just want to say hello to all of you. I hope that you are enjoying your summertime. And I have been as well. I've been inside loving stuff, getting outside as we did all last month and had some really fun times doing that. We're in the month of August. And I wanted to come on, even though I'm enjoying some time away, which I think is much needed. We'll be back in full swing in September. But I wanted to come on today because I think it's really important. Something that I see a number of people doing, and I want to encourage you to do it. I'm trying to do it myself, and I hope that you will join me in doing that. So you can click share and tag someone, whether you're watching on TikTok, Facebook, on the Marcus R. Holmes page, or any of the groups we're connected to, on Twitch TV, on YouTube events, on Instagram, and on the Love and Stuff community page from which we emanate. Our goal is to increase the amount of love in the world, one person, one community, one church, one relationship at a time. And I think it's important. And it was just confirmed for me, which is what I wanted to really come on to share with you, that when life is lifing and life be lifing, don't it? When you're experiencing situations and circumstances and you are learning to bounce forward and be resilient and keep moving, sometimes you need to just stop, and take care of yourself. That's going to look differently for each person. For some of us, it's going to look like taking a break from all of the busyness of life and reflecting on where we are, where we've been, and where we want to go. For some of us, it's going to be putting away those distractions. Could be a relationship, could be alcohol, could be ganja, it could be food, so that we can purify our thoughts and center ourselves. For some of us, it's going to be pulling out that book that you've been wanting to read that you thought was going to help you find your center, reading the scripture. Almost shared, and I will share later. I almost gave that away, but that's something I'll share later. For some of us, it's going to be enlisting the support and help of a trained practitioner, a therapist, a doctor, a psychiatrist, a psychologist, a sociologist, a pastor, a Christian counselor. For some of us, it's going to be taking that much needed vacation, staycation, vacation. And for some of us, it's going to be getting still and seeing the salvation of God, the awesome revelation that brings us to evolution that only God can bring us to. I say that in my journey in part because I am learning to practice it, being a part of the Inside and Love and Stuff, practicing self-care. We believe that self-care is simply your love and your gratefulness speaking to your worthiness. That if you deem yourself worthy, that God and his providence awakened you another day and put your name on the wake-up list, then you're worth being here, that you're of value to not only the creator, but to all creation. You bring something that uniquely is a gift to us from you. Your presence is a present. I've often heard Dr. Carlisle Fielding Stewart say, the gift of your presence. Your presence is a gift. And once you know that, then you're worthy of going through the motions and the walk, if you will, to take care of you. You're worthy to have that salt room experience, if that's you, or that massage, or that workout, or that fasting time, or whatever it is. Your love and your gratefulness should be speaking to you that you're worthy of these things of self-care to take care of the temple, mind, body, and soul that's been graced to you. So that's again, but sometimes in life, there are things that happen that hit you like this, and sometimes you just duck and roll over. I want you to think of a different method that maybe in that moment you need to stop. Stop what you're doing. Reflect on what you're doing. Reflect on why you're doing it. Your aikige, as the Okinawans would say. What's your reason for being here? Stop and see the path that God has allowed to bring you here, and what is the expected and what is down the road. Stop and reflect. I say this because over the last several months, as I've seen over the succession of a number of years, people that I've grown to know, grown to love, evaporate almost. And a great buddy, like a big brother of mine, Scott Bard Mansour, made a transition. I didn't get to say goodbye. I wasn't expecting that I was going to be saying goodbye. And the last I had spoken with him, he was sharing his heartbreak over the loss of a member of our Love and Stuff community, the lovely late Sandra Sandy Hudson, who used to bring her humor here and would pop in, and never got her to sing on the camera, but she was funny and beautiful and kind. And they sang together for a number of years, as many others have sang with him. And he was heartbroken at her passing, which feels like it was just about a month before his. At that conversation about life and love and decisions and friends, I never thought it would be our last conversation. And that's how it is, isn't it? You never know that this may be the last time. And it took me by surprise. As a matter of fact, I learned on social media of his transition, and it was tough. Tough not because there's no guarantee as to the day or tomorrow, but tough because when people become a mainstay in your life or existence, become someone that maybe you don't talk to every day, but you expect to be there to talk to every day, if that makes any sense. It becomes tough. It was tough. And so going to his homegoing celebration, which was beautiful, in Flint, Michigan, which is a neighboring city from Detroit, I went feeling like I was going to someone else's funeral, that I wasn't going to really be expecting to find his body there. And then when I did, it brought up the memory of so many others, Kevin Scott, and so many other names that I said goodbye to And I kept right on moving. Roger Brown, love you. Didn't get to see you and hug you. But you embrace people and in your circle, and you don't always talk to them, but you expect them to be present. Does that make any sense? You have people that you just love. You're like, I wish I'd known you all my life. And you don't get to talk every day or every holiday or every week. But when you talk, it's as if you didn't miss a beat. So I enter that homegoing celebration in my mind, telling myself, I'm going to see that he's really there. And I'm one of those people who would call a phone of someone who's transitioned to make sure it's true. That I will admit it. Because if I don't believe it, I don't believe it. I'm a doubting Thomas, I guess, in that sense. Sometimes you can't just tell me, I have to see it. But it shook me because in some sense, it was a goodbye that was final, but I didn't get to say goodbye. And that's not new. I've had situations where people, as they say, slipped out of here. But because of the times, it feels different. And it can stop you in your tracks. And what I'm saying is, if it stops you, let it stop you in that minute. Now, it doesn't mean that it has to stop all forward movement. That's not what I'm suggesting. For some, it will need to stop some movement. But sometimes we push ourselves and push ourselves and push ourselves to keep going and pressing through something traumatic or sad or grief or painful or betrayal. We just toughen up and take it and go. And I'm saying push back on that a little bit and allow reality to whisper in your ear that it's okay to be floored. It's okay to be out of sorts. It's okay to not be okay and to stop. Because sometimes you risk so much when you continue to push yourself and push yourself and push yourself to no end. Now, I know there are some who say, I have to keep going. And I want to push back, pun intended. Do you? Is your keep going to go as if the most traumatic or difficult or even sudden disappointment has not occurred? Because if that's what you're doing, I want to caution you from doing that. To just keep going as if, because that's all I know how to do, I need to keep going. No, I want you to push back, because your keep going could be your keep stepping over the place where you're meant to take a memorial period. You're meant to memorialize having been there. You're meant to spend some time there. I don't want to characterize that time there as wallowing. No. There is a time and place for everything. And I think there's a time to be still. There's a time to stop moving. And sometimes that movement is just in the swift busyness of life, because we have a hustle and a routine and a schedule, you see, that we have to keep, when our heart, our spirits are broken and they're telling us, wait, give me a minute to catch my breath. Give me a minute to catch up. So if you can hear this, if you can see this, you're tremendously blessed by the quintessential love. He is God. He is love. And I think I would want you to hear this, that sometimes you need to pause, Selah. You need to pause. You don't even have to say Selah. It's a pause in scripture. Most people read the word Selah instead of acting the word, instead of saying it, just pause. You will see it in scripture in various places. And a lot of times when people are reading the scripture, they'll read it, which I think is perfectly fine. But I think what is probably truer to the form of the word is to just pause. Just pause. If it is a lamentation, pause. If you are in tremendous uncertainty about the next moves, pause. And it's okay to take a break, to stop. That's tough to hear for those of you who may be like me and are often moving, going, doing, helping, care, giving, care. You're taking of everything and everybody else, and it feels natural to you to keep going. But you know you're at your limit. You know you're unnerved, you're annoyed, you're disappointed, you're all of these things are happening, and you keep pushing yourself to the limits. I don't think you're designed to do that. I know you're strong. I know you're forward tough. You're tough as steel. You're Superman, stronger version than the kryptonite. You are super strong, but you also are human. And if you be vulnerable enough, maybe not even with me, with yourself, you know when you need to stop. Sometimes it is borrowing from Oprah, the little hairs on the back of your neck stand up. Something in life tells you there's a certain ache or pain that's saying, pay attention to your body. And you just, oh, I'm getting older, I get aches and pains. I do it too. I had a pain earlier as I was moving, and then I inhaled and I said, oh, that's different. Let me see what's going on. And sometimes it is something that you know how to do. You forget in the moment how to do it. Your body is telling you that you're overloading. You can't sleep and you don't know quite why. You don't use that time to talk to the Lord and pray. You're just like, I'm up. I can't sleep. Your body is telling you something, right? It's that little bit of hairs on the back of your neck. Go ahead and rub the back of your neck like this. You feel that? If you do it lightly, doesn't it kind of, if it don't tickle, that's telling me something, but it should do something, right? It's kind of like, ooh. Then Oprah says it's like your grandmother, and I think she chose grandmother because I think her grandmother reared her, but your momty, your auntie, your TT thumps you on the face. Stop. You feel this little pain, but it's not big. And I will liken that to your mind telling you when you're easily annoyed or easily frustrated or ready to cuss people out. I mean, this is not your norm because some people are just their norm. They're first cousins to Peter. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about when you notice that you're acting out of your character, your thoughts are telling you, hey, that's not you. Hey, that was unkind. Hey, why'd you say that? Hey, you need to go back in. You find yourself with these thoughts of anger or hurt or acting out of that anger or hurt. Your thoughts are telling you something about what's happening in your heart. What's shifting in your constitution that was important to you or changing. Or it's like the brick wall crashing down, and I'm going to characterize that as your spirit is telling you. Because you're struggling with your integrity. You're struggling with that center wanting you to do something that you know outside of who you are. And you can't find equilibrium. If around the 11 Step community, I often try to describe that as a balance. That when you're not well is dis-ease. You're not at ease. You're not in balance. And when you're not in balance, when your spirit's not in balance, there's no peace. Nothing that's said or done will bring you to that peace, except the quintessential love in his word, I believe. But when you feel unsettled, mind, your body, or your spirit is telling you something, is showing up differently, stop, take note of it, and reflect. And I'm not a licensed counselor or therapist. I'm going to invite you to have that conversation with one. And if you need one, inbox me. But stop and say, what are the steps that brought me here? If you can. And why am I here? Where am I? And Lord, love, where are you calling me to? I just want to challenge you to do those things, even if this is your summer moment. If it is, you're like me and you're seeing this loss, I have fewer friends that are going to be able to sit on the porch with me and drink lemonade. Now, I hope to be around. Who knows? But one of my dreams, right, is to be retired, invite my friends over, and we sit on the porch and drink lemonade. How cool is that? I don't know. I want to get there to be able to do it. I'm going to invite friends. I'm going to invite Roger, who lives in Tennessee, and say, I want you to take a flight here. I'm going to get you a flight here, and I just want you to come and drink lemonade. Now, one of the places I got that from is a dear buddy of mine, Enrico White. He will laugh if he sees this, and he's a part of the Love and Stuff community. Many years ago when I met him, we went to the church where he was pastoring in this beautiful place in North Carolina called Waxhaw. Anybody from Waxhaw know where it is? Beautiful place. The landscape, the scenery is just beautiful. I'm trying to conjure it up to be in one of my books. And we went there, and the highlight, we went to various houses and had lemonade. And everybody seemed content that was there but me, because I thought Saturdays are for the mall and the movies and the haircut. And we did none of those things. We ate and had lemonade in about 3 or 4 spots, and that was the entire day. Well, that's my retirement plan. Rico's going to get a kick out of that, where I don't have a care in the world. That's kind of the way they lived. Oh, we'll get to that later. But I realize I have fewer people in my life who meant and mean that much to me. I still have a gang full, but there were more who spent time with me. And Scott was one of those people who would just say, what you doing this weekend? Let's do this. He was that kind of person. Did you see this? Oh, go watch this. Or go do this. I ain't going to watch that. But if you watch it, I'll watch it. Scott was that person who he was a male fashionista. Don't know what the word is for that. Very well dressed, styled people, styled artist, even a couple times tried to style me. And he had these various connections, you see, around the country and across the overseas of different textile organizations, companies. And he had a connection with someone who had I'm going to call it a textile company, for lack of better words, that was similar to St. John Knits. And he said, oh, I got some ideas that you can do with St. John Knits that it won't look soft and feminine. It'll look like a suit, but it'll really be a knit. He was just so creative. And I had a pair of shoes. These are the second pair I have on. I don't know if I should take off my shoe, but I had the shoe made, handmade. Um, uh, and Scott introduced me to the guy who made it. And I've had the shoe for, I don't even know the number of years. I've had some, what do they call it? Repairs and, retooling to it. It's like a croc loafer. And I have them because of Scott. He said, you should have a loafer in different skins. It adds texture to the pants, to the suit, you layer it. And so I had a calf skin loafer, this kind of loafer, that kind of loafer. I had a Coach pair of loafers, but then my foot got bigger. I don't know how that happened as an adult. And I can't really wear them, though I kept them. But at different loafers, he said, and you can do this, and you can do this year round, and blah, blah, blah. And so he would go out on the road with various artists and do their styling and shows. And he would take me various places. And so one place he took me, and bless her memory, Angie Stone, I got to meet her. She was one of the sweetest people, and fun and kind are the things I remember about her. And I got to go with him to one of her shows. And he said, now, you're a church boy. and I know that. He said, but we're not going to church. And there are going to be some things happening backstage that don't happen in the church, Marcus. I need you to practice your face. Let's fix your face now, because I know these faces. So when you see this, what you going to do? And I go, he said, no, you're not going to do that face, because you want to be comfortable, but you want the people to be comfortable. However they're doing, let your light shine. Don't let it be a light of condemnation. And I thought about that, and I practiced, and I went and I saw some things, and I was just like, okay. And afterwards he said, you did so good. I might take you again. And we laughed so much about that. And I dreamt of days where, because he was always pushing me to sing more, get your music out there. You know you can sing. No. Do you know you can sing? And I dreamt of days where we would travel and then go back home and drink lemonade. And those days won't come. And because those days won't come, and I'm walking in the reality of that, I have to stop and reflect. And even though I'm taking a slight break in this month of August, and there was a time I felt bad about taking a break from Love and Stuff shows. But I deserve to take a break, and so do you. And I just wanted to come on and share that with someone. So whether you're watching me on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Twitch TV, YouTube events, when life comes at you, and even sometimes when it doesn't, stop. Reflect on the steps that brought you to where you are. Get a keen awareness about where you are. Pay attention to your mind, body, and spirit changing or responding to changes. And ask love, where to from here? I'm Marcus Holmes. I'm the love activist. I'm advocating for better love for you and me. And tonight I'm asking you to pause in that love and reflect. There's so much for you to reap and to grow from. I appreciate you for being here, and I hope to see you soon with exciting shows coming in this next season of Love and Stuff. And I hope that you will be here along the journey for the ride.
Marcus, I want to congratulate you on Love and Stuff. I really want you to know that staying grateful and understanding the power of what it is to be operating out of a space of abundance and gratitude is the most important part of every journey of every day. So Marcus June, congratulations on this book. It's on Amazon now. That makes me so proud of you and your family and me and my family, and every single person around us gets it. So good on you for bringing it into the hands and the laps and the Kindles of all the people. Okay, so we're gonna check it out. Can't wait to learn more.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Born and dead, saved by love, count my blessing from above.